Hey everyone, are hawks snatching your chickens? I think I see someone up in the sky right now. So a couple weeks ago, contrary to popular belief, one of my largest black hens got snatched by a hawk. I didn't know this initially. I didn't know what took her, because that's the mystery of when your chickens get snatched by a hawk and you don't witness it. There's not a lot of evidence left behind. Some people think black chickens, that the hawks will think the black chickens are crows, which are like their mortal enemies. This is not true. The hawks will take black chickens. They know the difference between a chicken and a crow, because crows don't crawl around on the ground, and animals are intelligent. So that being said, I started, of course, right away on the task of how to scare or keep the hawks away, because they live up in there, and they're waiting up in there, and they're waiting up in there to get to the ladies and gentlemen. So this is my first attempt, and it's been successful. It's been 2 weeks now, and I actually saw, before I did this, a hawk swoop down in the middle of the day, and that's how I knew that it was a hawk and not something else that snagged them. The first thing I did, I had this Halloween decoration, and I brought her out. She looks very human. Now the trick is, animals are smart, so they know that, you know, if something sits in the same place all the time and doesn't move, that it's an inanimate object. They're going to figure that out. So the trick is, when you build a scarecrow, you want to use landscape fabric, and you want something that's going to blow around in the wind a little bit, you know, that's going to catch the wind and just make it a little suspicious to birds and to hawks that this might be alive and it might be a threat. But if it's something that doesn't move enough, it's not going to fool it, and you may have to move it around the yard from time to time. Then the second thing I did was, okay, if they're scared by crows or maybe a bigger hawk, I need to create another hawk. So all I did is I took chicken wire and a pair of wire snips, and I cut out the basic shape of a hawk or a bird. And it's pretty big. You can see it's probably 2.5, 3 feet across. And after I cut out just the basic shape of a bird, I just covered it with landscape fabric. I didn't even use glue or anything. I just used the edge of the chicken wire and some of this wire that I'd saved from some baling wire, and just attached the landscape fabric really loosely to it to make this basic shape. Now the trick was, I had to also create like a tripod with the wire. But as primitive as this is, because I did it really quickly, it does move around in the wind all day long. And from the sky, I think they think that there's already another big bird down there, because I have not seen a hawk for a couple weeks now trying to get the chickens. And I've definitely been keeping my eye out and listening to the chickens. So that's what I've done so far. I've also ordered some kites in the mail, some brightly colored kites that look like dragons and birds and things. And I'm gonna hang those around the taller trees and maybe string a wire across and put those up. And I think those will also add to the distractions, the threats in the yard to protect the chickens. So yeah, super simple. Wire cutters, chicken wire, landscape fabric, make yourself some bird-like shapes, and hang them up so the hawks can see them in your trees. And let me know if you have the same success that I did. Super inexpensive, not very time consuming, and it's so far so good. So far so good. All right, if you like my quick money saving tips, garden wisdom, rants, raves, art, and occasional magic, please subscribe and share. It helps. Have a great day.